Okay, welcome to Lesson 2. In the previous lessons, we discussed the basic idea of QFT, and I outlined the overarching philosophy of the system. Reviewing the main functions of that system, remember that our goals are to be able to write down our patterns and later read them. We also want to be able to come up with new patterns and then create logical families of them. And then hopefully somewhere down the road, we'll be able to change the way we think about patterns as well. The following lessons give us the tools necessary to meet these goals by means of the standardized QFT notation system. Quantized field theory, as the name suggests, is based on the quantization of fields as a method of bringing structure and unity to the infiniteness of prop spinning. In this context, the fields represent boundaries of possibility surrounding a particular element of consideration. These elements include, but are not limited to, your body, the hands at the ends of your arms, the tether or shaft of the prop, and then finally the head of the prop. Each one of these elements has infinite associated properties of motion, direction, orientation, and/or position, all of which can be quantized. We can then combine this quantized information and turn it into a language used to communicate or calculate moves and patterns. So let's look at the necessary elements a little closer and consider their properties. First, the hand. The hand moves around in either a line or a curve, and we need to be able to describe its position and its direction of movement, as well as the curvature of the path of its movement. We do this with two separate fields, one for position and one for direction. The position field is a sphere surrounding the body that represents the infinite number of places you can move your hand while still respecting the physical limits of your reach. The direction field can be imagined as a small sphere surrounding the hand and represents all the different directions you can move it. It's basically an infinite number of arrows radiating outward from the hand in all directions. Next is the field for the poi tether. And this could also be for a staff or club, in which case it would be a shaft. It's essentially the same as the direction field for the hand, an infinite number of arrows radiating outward in all directions like this. But it's specifically the length of your prop. This field represents all the orientations the prop could have in your hand, including special cases such as holding the head. And finally, we have the field for the head of the prop. This is also like the direction field for the hand, but this time it's an infinite number of arrows radiating outward from the end of your prop. It represents all the directions the prop could be rotating, moving, or not moving, and basically represents something like momentum.